If you knew morning wood, then you know why I feel blue. Without morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Pretty, 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 pretty morning wood. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you and I need you, morning wood. I love you, morning wood, with a love so rare and true. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Well, I love you, I want you, morning wood.
Rise and shine. This is the Morning Woo. 155 straight days of this wonderful, wonderful morning podcast. I'm your host, Sam Woo, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios inside the bunker, undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, Twitch, and now on Instagram Live on the Let's Go Devils Network. Seeing some of you folks filing in on the YouTube Live. Tom, very happy about last night's game. The New Jersey Devils beating the New York Rangers 6-3. Big shout out to OMI Goodness for the prediction during Game Day Live, calling it a 6-3 victory over the New York Rangers for the New Jersey Devils. Pete says just finished playing hockey himself. Great day to be a Devils fan. Dubs like too little, too late, but I have a different perspective now. I don't trust Fitz to scout, properly pick a top draft pick, so I'm just celebrating as the wins as they come. No tank mentality. Maria, hello. Great rivalry game. Yeah, it was a fun time at Prudential Center yesterday. Jack Hughes on display on national TV on ESPN ABC. Hat trick. The golden boy is what Bob Wischusen would say. Jack Hughes showing the crest. Loving this side of Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes is on fire. The Devils on a 4-game heater can make it 5 tonight with the victory over the Detroit Red Wings. Very interesting how things have turned. We'll talk a little bit about the standings a little later. But right now, you take the wins as they come, and right now, just enjoy the streak. I talked about it during the Olympic break and after the Olympic break. If the Devils are going to make a run, a miracle run, to get that last playoff spot, that last wild card spot, they needed that Olympic boost. They didn't quite get that for the first 2 games when they lost to Buffalo and Pittsburgh back-to-back, which is a shame. But since then, St. Louis, victory over St. Louis, victory over the Florida Panthers, victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs, and now the New York Rangers. Not exactly top-tier teams, but a win is a win. Devils' schedule is, I think the hard part of the schedule really got done in the middle of the season. But they play Detroit today. Detroit hanging on to a playoff spot, now fallen, I believe, to the first wild card spot. They do not have Dylan Larkin tonight at the Rock. So could it be the Devils can sneak out a victory here? They're going to need 2 solid points. The Devils can't be giving away points, these 3-point games, these overtime losses, or shootout losses as well. But as well, oh my goodness, said yesterday, a lot of these teams that are ahead of the Devils in the standings that are on the bubble are because of these extra point losses. That's truly, really the big difference here. But now the Devils have no room for error. They're going to have to win games, and they can. If you win tonight, you're on a 5-game heater. Then you get 3 days off. You get more time to practice, more time to rest. Then come Thursday, you play Calgary. Devils have done very well against Western Conference teams. The big test will be the Los Angeles Kings on that Saturday night at the Rock, March 14th. And then 2 days later against the big bad Boston Bruins, which they have to get 2 solid points. 2 solid points meaning winning in regulation. Take it game by game, shift by shift. Right now, the Devils are a confident team. The Devils are scoring goals finally. Jesper Bratt is looking better after Sheldon Keefe, Devils head coach, shuffling up the lines. I'm feeling good about this team. I am feeling good about this team. Things are a little different in the Devils locker room. Big culture shift. Even when they had the 2 games that they lost against Buffalo and Pittsburgh, it seems like a different team in the locker room. The Devils needed that hard Olympic reset. Same with the Devils fans. They needed a break. And oh boy, was the positivity great last night at the Rock. Can't believe that Ranger fans are just saying, we love Jack Hughes. Like, I still can't get over it. Hey, it's about country. It's about being American. I like Jack Hughes. Well, good. Maybe we'll take it one step further and come over to the dark side, over the river, become a Devils fan. I don't think I can get that. Go that far. Robert Isaacson says that 5-game road trip is tough. Dallas, Preds, Canes. Oh, yeah, it's going to be tough, but if you're going to be a playoff team, you got to win those games anyway. So right now, you got to take advantage of this 7-game homestand. I said in the beginning, coming out of the Olympic break, the Devils need to go 8-2. Unfortunately, they dropped the first 2. So now the Devils are forced to, I guess, go on an 8-game heater. They're 4 games in. 4 more games left at home on this homestand. Get a victory tonight. You're going to be feeling good till you get to Calgary. But don't, if I were the Devils, I would not get too comfortable. If you're going to make this run, there's no room for errors. The Devils coming out of the Olympic break were afforded 5 mulligans, meaning 5 losses. So they only have 3 more losses at most to give. So you're going to have to beat the teams that you can beat. They got the Rangers. I think they got the Rangers, I believe it's either March 18th or March 19th. I don't have the schedule in front of me. But Maria says, Ranger fans next to me called us idiots for USA chants. Well, they don't like our country then. Can't do anything. Can't do anything about it. If you can't get behind a USA chant, then, you got problems. My opinion, of course. 1 game at a time. Yep, right. Robert Isaacson. Max's 8-point swing with the Bruins until the end of the season. Yeah, I mean, they got 2 games against the big bad Boston Bruins, and that last game of the season is looking pretty important against Boston. That could be win and end game for both teams. You just don't know what's going to happen in the month and a half from now. Max says, Rags on the 18th. Yeah, so that's a Wednesday night affair. And if you beat the Boston Bruins on that Monday, you're going into that game in the Madison Square Garden with some momentum. And obviously the Devils were the better team yesterday against the New York Rangers. It's a shame that the Devils don't have 2 home games against the New York Rangers. Again, and of course the Rangers are a bottom feeder team this year, which if you get an extra game with them, wouldn't be such a bad, you're losing points that way. Not saying that any wins are automatic. Meadowlanders making a great point. Gritzik, not afraid to throw the hands out there. Yeah. Where did that come from? Don't know. Love the kid. Love the attitude. Love the skill. Love the speed. But again, his attitude is infectious. You betcha Fitzgerald better re-sign him in the offseason. Gritzik is earning his keep. Such a pleasure to watch. I love his long reach. And he's fast. He can skate. Tom says, Grits needs to be signed now. Of course he needs to be signed now. Yeah. Lupus not his. Let's go Devils. Love seeing Grits with that fight. Yeah, defending downtown Connor Brown. Down goes Brown. Here comes Gritzik. Somehow the Devils are on the penalty kill. Again, there are certain penalties that you need to take. I think that was a good one. You can't be doing that. That was obviously interference, which the penalty was called. Could have been a dangerous play. But somehow Gritzik gets a 4 minutes. All right, we're going to look at the standings right now. Getting this on my screen right here. Looking at the NHL standings. And I'll tell you, that Eastern Conference, Devils sitting at 66 points. They're top of the bottom 1/3 in the Eastern Conference. But right now, who's holding the last 2 wild card spots are the Detroit Red Wings with 77 points, 63 games played, and the Boston Bruins, 62 games played, 75 points. Devils win today. Now, Boston is playing Pittsburgh today. Pittsburgh is falling down in the standings. They're now 3rd place in the Metropolitan Division behind the Islanders and Hurricanes. A lot can happen in a week. The standings I'm looking at today will look a lot different in a week from now. It's amazing what the last 8 days have brought us with the New Jersey Devils. This 4-game winning streak. Can they make it 5 and make it very interesting? Right now, they would have to jump over the Capitals at 69 points. Flyers at 69 points as well. Ottawa Senators at 71. And the Columbus Blue Jackets at 73 points. You win today, now you're at 68 points. And then you're going to wait for 3 days. If the Devils just keep on winning, and, it's really interesting because if you look at some of these teams, you look at the Montreal Canadiens that have 78 points, but only 2 more wins than the Devils, but man, they got 10 loser points, the OTLs. That's been the killer. That's 8 points right there. Devils need to get wins. And 2-point wins. Maria says, no standing, Sam. Like looking at the scale. I know what you're talking about. Meadowlander says, love seeing Jack tapping on the crest of his jersey after scoring. Name on the front is more important. Oh, yeah. Definitely is. Makes me feel good as a Devils fan. Especially with only about a month ago, there were all these rumors of, oh, Minnesota is going to get Jack. No, I think Jack loves his legacy here with the New Jersey Devils. I think we need to be treating, as Devils fans, treating Jack and Luke a lot better. Yeah, I agree with Robert Isaacson. It has been entertaining hockey. It's been good hockey. And we'll bring it back at American Whiskey today. Game Day Live and Devils After Dark. Just a little, I heard something on the street that in the infinite wisdom of the city of Newark, today there is some kind of memorial service for a fallen police officer. That I don't have a problem with, but why did you schedule it in between, like on a day when there's two events going on at the next to the Prudential Center? So, I heard parking is going to be a little bit tight and security is going to be really tight for this. So just be aware going to the game today. But regardless, we're going to have, Game Day Live and Devils After Dark at American Whiskey. It'll be at the Pizza Oven in the back of American Whiskey. Hope to see you there. And we're going to have a good time, and I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully a victory over the Detroit Red Wings. Tough game today, says Steve Engel. To Jack Hughes getting the hat trick, and Eli Manning losing his favorite hat because he threw it on the ice. Love seeing Eli Manning at the games. To that, I salute you both with a ceremonial sip. All right, getting out of here. Till next time, this is the Morning Woo. Let's go, Devils.
Morning Woo. Oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, morning, my morning Woo.